Hello there, Aries. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to my channel. This is Sun, Moon, Venus, Divine Messages. These readings are going to be your weekly reading. Of course, these are timeless, although divine timing can come into play and often does, especially last week was pretty powerful. So let's see what comes up for you guys this week. I am using the candles from last week. For whatever reason, they did not want to burn down this week or last week. So if you're new to the channel, I do create candles usually every week, but these weeks seem pretty powerful. And I think it's because of the energies of last week with the February 22nd, 2022 energies. So I'm just going to keep burning them until they're done. I don't want to do anything that's not safe for my home environment. So we're just going to kind of keep them going for now. This week's tarot is going to be the Weaver Tarot from Threads of Fate. Absolutely incredible and stunning. I cannot get enough of this. I think that I spent enough time, but intuitively, of course, Spirit told me to just kind of go for it because this deck really does empower you to do so. It really calls on you to trust yourself and step up, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's jump right into it, you guys. Let's see what's coming up for you guys for the next 7 days. I will look at your material world first, and then we, of course, go into your love life. Make sure my music is low enough. I don't want to. Okay, Spirit Guides, Ancient Ancestors, Divine. Tell me about Aries in their material world for the next 7 days. Three of Coins. Oh God, it's so pretty. I'm actually, it's where I live right now. It has been pouring out, and so I have to use a lot of artificial light, but that's probably good because I think that this deck might overpower in natural sunlight. But oh God, it's stunning. Okay, Three of Coins. What's going on with Aries material world, Spirit? Sovereign of Swords. Do I take both? Yeah, I'm going to take both of these because I'm hearing that there is a... Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit, and let me kind of get you guys close so you can see. One, that it's just stunning. This deck is incredible. But also, okay, so the Three of Coins in this deck. So I do think that it is possible. This does feel very much like a work situation. You guys might have an opportunity that's coming up. You know, if there is a promotion kind of possibility, I think there's a lot of cards out here that are telling you to listen to your intuition here. So it's not so much that I think that anything is very hidden from you. To me, it feels more like you know the truth and you are being told to follow your inner guidance. I know that doesn't really seem like, this seems very esoteric to me. So that's probably what you're getting as well. You're like, oh my God, this seems like you're telling me to like do whatever is spiritual. And that's exactly what I'm telling you. It's like you have to follow your like highest good. With the Sovereign of Swords here, the Sovereign of Swords tells me that like you have to do there is a truth here that is very, very obvious here. And to me, it's like if anything feels off to you, if anything feels like someone might be hiding something from you, that is going to repel you. And that should be your first clue, right? Like that should be like, I don't want to do anything that doesn't feel like people are being honest with me. So if you are in a work situation, so say there's like two possible paths, okay? And you have these, you know, it could even, what it feels like for some of my Aries is that you might be given, you know, a job opportunity. But I feel like for some of you, you are hesitant because it's like they aren't telling you everything. And so that's an automatic no to you. But what you don't understand is that something better is coming up that feels like an automatic yes. Okay. So I really like this for you. I do want to say with the Moon card here, that's supporting this Conqueror of Cups. The Conqueror of Cups is giving me, it's a change. It's coming in, but it's feeling to me like you'll know in your heart of hearts if this is the right decision, because the Moon card is very, very, very intuitive. The Moon card is like, all right, if I sit with this does it spark joy is what I just heard, you know, like if I sit with this for a second, you know, and I hold this idea in my hands, does it make my heart kind of sing? And that's what we're looking for when it comes to this decision. So I'm going to place this kind of like this, and we're going to get some more support here. So Spirit, what deck can I use to clarify the Three of Coins? All right, we are going to start with the Enchanted Map. Ghostlands. Yeah, some of you guys may, the Three of Coins, by the way, I didn't really talk about that, but I feel like some of you, you know, I just feel like this has been coming up so long that it's like, you already know me and you already know what I'm going to say. So I feel like sometimes I don't harp on things too long because it's like, oh, this has already come up for you guys. The Three of Coins to me is about usually projects or working on a collaboration, but right now it feels like you have stood out in a project. It feels like someone has maybe said that you are doing a really good job, you know, like, and perhaps they want to, you know, this could just be a promotion within. There could also be, for some of you, if you do like contract work or something like that, like there could be a contractor that's like, hey, you know, I've seen the work that you've done. Would you be willing to come and work for us? Or, you know, it's something along those lines. And because of the work that you do, I think that there is an opportunity elsewhere. I feel like some of you are pretty bored as well. So it's like, I'm really willing to jump at this opportunity, but I need to make sure that everything's good because something does feel a little off to you. And you don't strike me as, even though, you know, I know we're all fire signs here, right? So, you know, we do have a tendency to kind of leap before we look. But I do feel like in this particular opportunity, it's like, you know what, I'm going to actually check my sources here and make sure. Something just tells you to do that. And I think that in this opportunity, it's because if it's right for you, you'll know it and something feels off. It could even be like, I don't know. Someone told me that it's boring as hell where you are, you know, and so you go online and you look and like the Glassdoor reviews are like, seriously, like there is nothing to do there. Like you just go and you stare at your Facebook all day. And I mean, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into, but boo. Yeah, wishing well is at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're going to have something much better coming up. If that's what you're looking for. Hold on just a second, you guys, because I want to... Okay, it sounded like there was a big truck coming. So I do live in the woods here. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to interrupt us. Okay, for the Sovereign of Swords Spirit... Okay, we're going to use the Energy Oracle for this one. I just heard it's not all in your head, and that's why it's so important to check in with your gut. You are gonna, I think there's research involved with this, like, you know, even if it is a Google search, you know, you did not hear that here. Like, I don't think that a Google search qualifies as like a valid research at all. But you know, like, I think that it, not deep dive research obviously, but I think that there's something there to be said about this. Okay, what is the Sovereign of Swords here for Aries, please, Spirit? Blossoming abundance. There's another 3. Okay. And the bottom of the deck is adjacent possibilities. Yeah, so I think you've got other possibilities coming up. So if you guys are being offered something that doesn't quite feel right to you, just know that something else is coming that's way better. Is the feel for me, is the feel for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, if it doesn't feel good, it's just not because it's not the right decision. It's, you know, you guys, and I talk about this often because of the other work that I do. Your work life is a relationship, and we wouldn't settle, right? We would not settle if it was like a lover, right? We wouldn't be like, you know what, I'll just go for it because whatever, I'm bored. You know, like, we wouldn't do that. So don't do that for your work either, because then it's only gonna irritate you later. Okay, let me see. Sorry, I need a coffee. So let's clarify this. Okay, we're going to use this Shamanic Dream by Colette Baron Reed. Oops. Woo! Did I take both? Yeah. Okay, so it's funny because, like, these are basically the same cards as these. The bottom of the deck is surrender. So I do think that you guys have, first, it's, you know, really surrender to your own intuition, surrender to your abundance, because I think that that's coming. There's some more 3s here. So this is wonderful. This is wonderful because it's telling me, at the very least, that you guys do have this coming up for you. You do have a better choice happening for you. You do have abundance coming in for you. Whale song is resonating. This is my moon card here. This is telling me that you have something way better. Okay, and intuitively, you know that that is happening. Okay, intuitively, you have seen the signs. It's coming. Okay, joyful muse and inspiration. It really does remind me that, you know, the Knight of Cups, which is also the Conqueror of Cups, is also very big, creative, inspiring energy, and it's coming in for you. There's another 3 here, so please look up 333 or 3333. How many 3s? I don't, we're not doing this. Okay, so definitely we've got some 3s coming in. But I do think that this is really big for you guys. You have a lot of abundance, and maybe it's an abundance of choices coming in. So don't just jump at the first thing that comes your way. You have something way better coming in, and it's going to make your heart sing. Whale song. I said it. You heard it here first, folks. Maybe not. Maybe you already knew it, but you have something coming up that's much, much better, Aries. All right, let's take one more material world before we move into a love life. Move on. Yeah, whatever this other, like, offer mundane, it kind of just feels boring to me, to be honest. Like, don't even. I really raspberried that. There we go. Don't. All right, handle it with grace, but move on. All right, when I say handle it with grace, like, don't do what I just do. Don't make fart noises and say no. Do better than me. All right, let's go ahead and move into your love life, beautiful Aries. If you are leaving me, thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you subscribe to receive your blessings. I didn't really talk about this if you're new here. These are blessing candles or intention candles. This one is for deep transformation, and there's moldavite oil, so please be careful when you make your wish or your intention. This is like deep, juicy abundance and joy. And then this is actually, you will have to speak up, you have to speak your truth for this, but this is also an abundance candle. Okay, so there we go. Let's go into love, spirit. This is just so incredible to me. I said this last week, but you guys, my zodiac babies are all getting the Lover's Path Tarot. And then all of my, I wonder if it's going to be the same this week, if that's just, I mean, I can just ask spirit. All right. Yeah, you guys are getting the new deck, and then we'll call them the teens, the in-betweeners and above, get the old and modern love tarot. So interesting. Lover's Path Tarot. What does Aries need to know for the next 7 days, Spirit? What does Aries need to know for the next 7 days? Okay. Ooh, juicy. 9 of Cups right away. This is a wish fulfillment card. Why are they coming out like that? The Prince of Coins. Slow and steady wins the race is what I just heard. Okay. And the Princess of Cups. Okay. Wow. Bottom of the deck is desire. And this is interesting. So these two cards, the Nine of Cups and the Princess of Cups, tells the story of the Tristan and Isolde mythology. If you don't know the full story, I would tell you just to look it up. But very quickly, Tristan and Isolde basically drank a love potion and then had, we'll just say, deep desire for each other for a while. But the Nine of Cups, it does talk about wish fulfillment, okay? For some of you guys, I think after a long time coming, you may be getting a message coming in. And I can't, for some of you guys, I was going to say, I can't tell if this is an apology. I do think, because I heard this is forgiveness, and I will see who it is, but I do think that this is a long time coming, so it could be someone from your past. Now, for some of you guys, I think that this is like a new person. I'm hearing a new beginning, so I think that we were kind of split again, so we'll see, but yeah, let's get into it. Let's just start, because I think that we've got quite a few different stories here. Let me go ahead and grab some coffee. And I'm only going to have to, or I have to start to clarify to get all of it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit's like, you've got some astrology. For some of you, this is going to be important, otherwise Spirit wouldn't remind me. The Nine of Cups could be Piscean energy. That would be second decan. Piscean energy would be its second. It could be also Moon in Pisces, but it could be the second 10-day cycle of Pisces. Prince of Coins, this could be Earth energy, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And then the Princess of Cups could be also Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, thank you. Doesn't have to be just prominent in their chart. It doesn't, doesn't have to be a sun sign. Okay, Nine of Cups, please, Spirit. Woo! Hold on, fell to the ground. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Very interesting with the Nine of Cups. So some of you, Oh, and then, you know, I also think, is this, I think in one of this author's decks, it is, you guys, this is so interesting. In her deck, Power, the Emperor card, which is Aries, is the same card. So Divine Masculine and your card, the same card. Very interesting. Okay, this got like deep real fast. So, I mean, it was deep before because we do have desire on there. We do have this huge amount of movement. But now I'm thinking that we have like some divine union energy on the table. So it could be that there is, you know, a new beginning at hand in a divine union that is coming. It could start with a message. I do think that with the Chariot on the table that we could be talking about divine timing, but I haven't gotten anything, you know, to strongly suggest that. So in the next 7 days, you might be getting a message that you have really wished for that is a long time coming, okay? When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. This one always really speaks to me of patience, and then it also talks to me about, you know, in retrospect, it's like after all of this time, I can finally see that the choices that I made brought me exactly to these moments. And so there could be some time this week where you look back and you're like, oh, this is why all of that happened. This all makes sense to me now. Like, this is good. Every choice that I made in the past, even though it may have been painful, brought me to this moment. Okay, Princess of Cups, please, Spirit. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. There's a lot, I'm hearing like to be compassionate when you're doing this. So it's like there's this self-examination that's really happening this week. I am noticing that it looks like the compassion is happening with this person who kind of feels like they took their time coming to you, Aries. It looks like there's some forgiveness that's also happening, hopefully within yourself. I always talk about that. There's got to be some self-forgiveness, some self-love here, but it looks like there could be some forgiveness, some apology that's going to happen. Okay. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Let's move into Romance Angels. Aries, please. Aries. Woo. Flirt. Oh, this is a very flirtatious cup. Okay, so the Nine of Cups can also talk about it's really, I'm kind of giggling because I used to bartend and the Nine of Cups would come out on nights that I would either cocktail or bartend, cocktail serve or bartend. So it can be a very literal card as well. So if I have any Aries that are bartenders, then this could very well be about being out there working. So, and it has flirt, okay, on here. And I'm like, for maybe just you guys, it is very much like just being out there and working. Because I know that, you know, and I'm not like this, but I have been flirtatious at work, but that's when I'm, you know, like someone that I have interest in is there, you know, or, you know, my actual boyfriend or something. So this could be a very literal interpretation for some of my Aries out there, you know, that are working. Your person could be in the form of someone that you work with. There could be a lighthearted flirtation, and it's like something that you're really good at with power here, okay? Pay attention to red flags, really flipped out here. The signs are cautioning you. So that's pretty big when it comes to the person that you work with, if that's your story. But this also says, I'm also hearing, because I'm hearing forgiveness at the same time. So this could have been something that does come from your past, okay? So pay attention to the red flags. This could be forgiving you for someone that you didn't pay attention to the red flags, and then you entered into a relationship that lasted quite a long time, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so this is for like an Aries out there. I want you to give yourself some grace when it came to something in your past that you need to have compassion for yourself for, because that wasn't, remember, all of this is telling me that like that was all. It didn't feel good. I'm sure it didn't feel good. I do want you to have some grace and compassion for yourself though, okay? Ooh, no. Sorry, those were bent. Do I take them? No. Okay. I do want you to see that they were love yourself first and wedding. Okay, so I'm going to actually place those kind of in the middle just in case they do want to come back out. Okay. Make the effort and it's worth waiting for. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and divine timing is at work. Okay, divine timing did just come out. So we did talk about that a little bit already. I do think that there's a lot of work going on this week when it comes to forgiving yourself about some choices that were made in the past. Okay, I know that this might not be what a lot of you guys want to hear, that, you know, okay, great, another time where I have to like look deep within and talk about the things that happened in the past. But I do think that I have some Aries out there that are really beating themselves up again with this pay attention to the red flags and looking back and seeing how something happened where they made a choice to be with someone, and now they're like, you're looking back and being like, why was I so stupid when there were so many red flags? And it's like, we all make that, we all do that, Aries. Every single one of us does that, but it's not worth beating yourself up. I want you to make a list of all of the good that happened out of this, including how brilliant you are now and how you can recognize those red flags now, okay? The bottom of the deck is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I also want you to know that you attract romantic love by loving yourself and being compassionate with yourself and really, really looking deep within, okay? I think that with the Chariot card that is at the bottom of the deck, you are bringing something is rushing towards you right now, but it does have a lot of grace attached to it, okay? There's a lot of like, I love me, you know, attached to it, okay? Okay. Whoa, nope, that's too many. 9 of Cups, please, Spirit, for my beautiful Aries. The mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. So there is a lot and I just think that for a lot of you, I want you to know that this is really just a time of like looking deep and being introspective and saying to yourself that there's some grace that I need to give myself, okay? Like, yes, I'm taking accountability, but I also need to give myself some grace. That is what I think this is happening for a lot of you. For some of you guys, I do think that there is a message that is a long time coming. I do think that that is happening for you, but I think that the message that really needs to come out right now is for an Aries that is struggling, okay? So if you're sitting here like, but what about me? Please just, let's put that aside for the Aries that is struggling, because I feel very strongly that I have someone here that is just really not being very kind to themselves, okay? And you are worth waiting for. It is worth making the effort to give yourself a lot of grace and love, okay? Interested in conversing more, awaited message arrives. Okay, so thank you for Thanks, Spirit. So for some of you, this awaited message is coming, okay? So I want you guys to know that that is coming. Now, for others of you, I do want to, with the pay attention to red flags and the very last message on here, it says hoovering. We do have to be careful that someone who was a walking red flag does not suck you back in, okay? So be very careful that they don't suck you back in. If you're doing this work right now, if you're doing all the self-reflection, it is not worth it to undo it because of someone who says pretty things, okay? They said it before and then they proved that they were not that person. Don't let them prove it again and again and again, okay? Yay, see? See, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, and then hesitation. So it's like Spirit really wants to say that we've got like the two camps of Aries that are on this video right now. We have, you know, the person that needs to really know that it is not worth the walking red flag, but they do also need to know that love is coming, okay? Give yourself the grace and compassion. Love is coming. I think that hesitation moment or word is literally for this person though. It is literally like, why are they contacting me? Like, put yourself through all of the reasons, and then maybe it's just like, oh, you know what? That Aries video was very interesting and the timing seems, sus. You know, like I want this to hopefully be at least a reminder, okay? So you are worth waiting for. You are a wonderful, wonderful human being, and love is coming, okay? And that message is for all of you guys. Love is coming. We have that Chariot card there. It is happening. It is happening. It is happening. The bottom of the deck is separation though. I do think that this could be, I literally saw someone say to you though, Aries, as a red flag, like, I really miss you. Oh my God. I'm just going to use this as an example. I have a very toxic ex, and this was like years and years and years ago. But I remember one of the ways that he used to try to hoover me, suck me back in, was how much he missed me. And then he said, I yearn for you. And I was like, who says that? I yearn for you, you know? And I was just like, wow. And that literally says yearning. Okay. So just be aware that that is what, like, they try to suck you back in. So don't do it. All right, be careful. All right, you guys, one more message of love for you guys. Yeah, let them go. You know who they are, so let them go. The bottom of the deck is reset expectations. That is because you are worth waiting for and something better is coming. It is called love. It is real love, and they are not a walking red flag, Aries. One more message from your spirit squad. For Aries, please, Spirit. What is one more thing you want to say? Your dear loved one is with you always. Real quick, shout out to my girlfriend who is an Aries, because I feel like when I know that she's watching this card comes up, and I know that her dad passed away, and her dad was like the homie, and I, you know, shout out to him too. And I sometimes forget to like call on him and talk to him and have a little chat before I do the reading for Aries, but thank you. See yourself the way that we see you. The lens is pure love. And that is what I'm saying, is give yourself some grace, because when Spirit looks at you, when your loved ones that have passed look at you, I wish that I could describe the way that they see you, the way that they show me that they see you. And it is just like, it's like the best Snapchat filter. How about that? I'll use that. Okay. Like it's not even nearly as great, but it is like a wonderful Snapchat filter. How about that? Okay, you guys. So Aries, this is what I have for you, and I hope that it resonated. I hope you know how amazing you are, and you are worth the wait, and you are about to have it, okay? You are about to have it all. Please just remember that and cling to that, because that is the truth, okay? Love you guys. I will see you guys soon, and yeah, bye.